in the cops, so I gotta hide it. She all on my top, put all of my dick in the stomach, I give it a Heimlich. Really was broke, I come from the bottom of New York, now I need the finest. All of my bitches, they be the finest. All of my diamonds, they be the finest. All of my fabrics, they be the finest. But on the ladder, ain't came at Staggy. All of these VVs, now they blind. I know my persona, really enticing. Right on that pussy, just like I'm Tyson. Hit on that pussy, just like it's lightning. Back to that money, I'm not dining. I got a touch for the money like Midas. Out to my hood, I try to unite it. I know the feds, they wanna indict it. Gun on my leg, I come invited. Run on with drip, them boys are biting. She love with me, got her excited. She like that nigga on the stones on my ice. And I got a touch for the money like Midas. Out to my hood, I try to unite it. I'm on the block with the snakes and the rest in the cops, so I gotta hide it. All on my top, put all of my dick in the stomach, I give it a Heimlich. Really was broke, I come from the bottom of New York, now I need the finest. All of my bitches, they be the finest. All of my diamonds, they be the finest. All of my fabrics, they be the finest. But on the ladder, ain't came back striking. All these VVs, now they blind. No rubber song, really enticing. Bought on that pussy, just like I'm Tyson. Hit on that pussy, just like I'm lightning. Best of that money, I'm not dying. I got a tough for the money like Midas. I got a tough for the money like Midas. I got a tough for that money like Midas. All of my bitches, they be the finest. All of my diamonds, they be the finest. All of my fabrics, they be the finest. They be the finest. They be the finest. They be the finest. They be the finest.
Yeah, it's Sally. I'ma try to just let the music flow through me on this one. Yeah. I gotta speak the truth because the truth will set you free. But the truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. Cause the truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. These niggas tryna about a check and don't compare me with them. He reached inside Pandora's box and he left with no limbs, trying to get ahead, and every night repenting his sins. He feel it within, and now it starts to leak off his pen. He wants to give up, cause now he sees his weakness again. He hates himself because he's different, and he feel like he's been to hell and back 1,000 times, and he can't get a win. He knows that the light, it flickers, but some days it be dim, convincing himself that the time it moves according to him, and the world is really his, but y'all just living within his perception like reflection. He just bent it again to rationalize his mistakes, to think he's winning again. Then face the truth, feel like a lion in this booth. I'm never lying in this booth. Get my soul, I be crying in this booth. In the galactic, I travel with a ride in this booth. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. Yeah. The truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. Trying to let go of old ways. Matrix got me in a daze for days. Then I wake up, back to the craze, back to what's great. Sleep again, restart the phase. I'm stuck in a maze. How the fuck I'm still in this place? I've lived, I've died, I've lived, but I'm still on this chase. I've lived, I've died, I've lived, but I know this is fate. The evil one starts to test that arrival. Every day I walk on this earth, an attack on my vitals. I mean my flesh, the spirit protected but need a vest. Cause demons they walk among us, we nine, and know we threats. My name Helly.
My name Ted, you know the rest. Need a mountain in Budapest with some monks to denounce my flesh. Cause the world becoming a mess. My girl becoming the nuisance, my wife becoming the test. My kids is all that I live for, avoiding them when I'm stressed. Attached with civilian life, still walk around with a vest. A general when the zombie cut legs and I sever chest. God forgive me for the test that I failed. Turn on my hell, you're seeking angels in the flesh, we need Jesus. Big crying now since a fetus, believe it. I'm Nicodemus whenever judgment bells ringing, lights fleeting. Tell the truth in the water's deep when the drown when the lies creeping. It's cool in the dark till light creeping. Good offense, can buy defense. I buy demons in the name of you know. I'm Van Gogh with Vans on Pluto. Or on Mars, you see stars when we fall through though. In 24K everything, I'm all proof though. that it's still gold and we still pure. Dante, go ahead and
I
shoot
gotta
though.
speak my truth because the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. Yeah, the truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. That's in the building with your brother Aboriginal Power. Y'all drop a fire emoji in the building. I do appreciate everyone for popping up in the building. We do gonna get to one more intro song. I do appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building. Thumb up the video. We're gonna be making some comments to where somebody left a comment at, man. Is the Raza, aka the Hispanic community, trying to start beef with the Black Americans, aka FBA/Aboriginal Indigenous? Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this whole situation. This your brother Aboriginal Power, and let's get right into it.
H2H, y'all. That's probably why we did it.
Adam Slide make the beat slide.
Yeah.
L will make the beat y'all see.
Tired of motherfucking waiting. Tired of hating. Tired of these fuck niggas and fuck bitches, man. Straight up. We get tired of the waiting, that's why we go and get it. We get tired of the hating, that's probably why we did it. Get so tired of the faking, so I'm strictly about my business. Been so tired of it lately. We get tired of the waiting, that's why we go and get it. We get tired of the hating, that's probably why we did it. Get so tired of the faking, so I'm strictly about my business. Been so tired of it lately. Been so tired of this shit. I'm tired of the hating. They can't find a problem with you, they created, yeah. Social media got these niggas showing bravery. I ain't never feeling safe, so I don't use the safety. Every corner that I turn, it's another demon waiting. If I gotta solve a problem, I'ma find the one who made it. Can't waste time being great when I'm already the greatest. The hate is motivation. 2 kisses to my haters. They underestimate us, they don't appreciate us. Smoking on that bag, that's that stress alleviator. Watch these niggas cause they strapped, acting like they Terminator. Ain't no falling for your bluff, you come my way and I'm a slayer. I get tired of these niggas, keep turning on they dogs. Watch how fast he signed a statement, too scared to take a fall. These niggas quick to pull the pistol, I'm tired of losing niggas. Can't let them take me out, so I train myself to pull. We get tired of the waiting, that's why we go and get it. We get tired of the hating, that's probably why we did it. Get so tired of the faking, so I'm strictly about my business. Been so tired of it lately. We get tired of the waiting, that's why we go and get it. We get tired of the hating, that's probably why we did it. Get so tired of the faking, so I'm strictly about my business. Been so tired of it lately. Been so tired of this shit. My nigga said that he gon' die thuggin'. My nigga died thuggin', made me wanna rise above it. My little brothers in the whip when they hit up my cousin. People talk, I don't trust it, I don't wanna discuss it. Paranoid and I'm hesitant even when chasing presidents. Fuck with soldiers, little nigga, you ain't part of this regiment. I'm a soldier, little nigga, as a matter of fact, I'm a veteran. Told my kids that I got them no matter what I'ma do. Trying to block out the bullshit, got me sipping this fluid. It's the system, no stunting, I just simply do it. I get tired of the gossip, little mama, go get some profit while you exposing yourself like there ain't no other options. I heard she do the most to keep the lights on. I can't blame her cause I know the struggle that strong. Shawty say she tired of the wait, she tired of the hate, she tired of the We get tired of the waiting, that's why we go and get it. We get tired of the hating, that's probably why we did it. Get so tired of the faking, so I'm strictly about my business. Been so tired of it lately. We get tired of the waiting, that's why we go and get it. We get tired of the hating, that's probably why we did it. Get so tired of the faking, so I'm strictly about my business. Been so tired of it lately. Been so tired of this shit.
Salute. Shout out to the real ones in the building, man. Go ahead and give me a fire emoji in the chat. Let me know that you can hear me and see everything loud and clear. This your brother Aboriginal Power. You're tuned in to another one like the other one. You already know how we vibing out, man. But shout out to the good old peoples, man, that's in the building, man. What's the deal? It's your brother, man. You already know how we vibing. Y'all know my slogan. Turn me up. We're gonna be talking about the La Raza. And so, man, with this whole Hispanic conversation, there's been a lot of turmoil and uprooted beef going on in the West Coast, and it's kind of making its way to other various places. And we're going to show you those connections. But, you know, it seems like the Hispanic community, the Raza community, is barking up the Black Americans' tree as if they want to engage into some pseudo race war that they're trying to portray. But when all of this racist connotation and stuff, it all comes from the La Raza. It comes from the Hispanic community. And so before they try to deal with the situation of Black Americans, Aboriginal, Indigenous Americans, they need to deal with the deep-rooted cultural racism that is deep embedded inside their culture. You feel what I'm saying? So we're going to be playing these videos from the dude Red Supreme. Shout out to Red Supreme. Watch a lot of his content as far as it pertains to the Americans and how these other foreigners portray us, you know. And you know, I've been a heavy advocate stomping down for our indigenous Aboriginal roots when it comes to Black Americans, and you know, to allow a bunch of Hispanics to constantly degrade us, come up with these you know, ad hominems and racial slurs, and without it never being no consequence. This is 2025 going into 2026. That shit is gonna be zero toleration, bro. Like, y'all, it's no excuse, man. There's no excuse. So if y'all remember a few weeks back, I played a video where the Hispanic Lucky was Lucky from Hoodstock was on a particular podcast, and they brought up Blueface. And in that conversation, they referred to Blueface and other Black Americans as booty scratchers, African booty scratchers. And, you know, that kind of went up in the community, in both communities, and kind of started a conversation. And a lot of people felt it was very, very disrespectful and derogatory at best. You feel what I'm saying? And me, the Viral Way, Supreme, and a couple other people responded to that situation, along with other La Razas responding. So here go one of the OG Raza Mexicans, who's also a racist as well. We're going to show the hypocrisy within this racist shit. And we're also going to show some other brothers from out of LA getting online and challenging the guy who made those derogatory remarks. But this guy also, I'm telling this guy, I think this guy right now, name is I forget this OG name, but when I find his name, I want his fade with his old ass. Since we want to be mayates and N words, how about you come outside and catch the fade, you big La Raza, you Hispanic, you damn Mexican. How about you come outside and let this black dude beat the fuck out of you? You know what I'm saying? Because I be tired of these people popping it like that. They not even like that for real. But listen, we don't want to push violence, but we do want to, we are men at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Let's get back to the heat.
This is what's crazy. You got Mexican gangs in Los Angeles who don't even live around black people. And for some reason, those are the most racist Mexicans you can find in LA, like Mexicans in La Puente, El Monte, East LA, Northeast LA. These are some of the most racist Mexicans in the city, and they don't even live around black people. So you know racism has to be embedded in your culture for you to have hatred for a group of people that you don't even have to live around. You don't even have to live around black people. So that anti-blackness, that hatred is embedded in your culture. I told you about the Spanish conquistadors and how they brainwash Latinos to feel a certain way about people with melanated skin. This is why the LULAC organization fought to be white, legally white. John J. Herrera of the LULAC organization said that Mexicans belong to the Caucasian race. They wanted to assimilate to whiteness. Assimilating to whiteness, they felt like assimilating to whiteness would give them better opportunities in this country. So that's what the Mexican civil rights leaders did, the guys who were running the LULAC organization, John J. Herrera, Alex Tejera, people like that. So if your civil rights leaders fought to be white, then now we understand why Southern California Mexicans link up with Aryan brothers and white supremacists in prison. Their civil rights leaders wanted to assimilate to whiteness. So this is a part of their ideology. This is a part of their culture. Anyway, I'm going to quit talking and I'm going to let you hear what this guy had to say. I'm going to let you hear what he had to say. He said, I'm going to stand on business. I did say it, but at the same time, I'm mad at my fellow Mexican for exposing it. Let me be quiet. I know I can be long-winded sometimes.
Okay, so I think I seen 3 different people put out a clip, okay? My video's still out there, the video that I put out. Yes, I did clip my video because little did I know I had said that the word that they put out me saying. I did say it.
He said the N word, or in the Spanish language, the N word is usually referred to as the mayate. So when you hear the term mayate, that's the Spanish word for the N word in English. Just for those who listen, and he said it openly. He's, after saying, "Oh, I'm not like that," he's a liar.
Okay. My video's still out there, the video that I put out. Yes, I did clip my video because little did I know I had said that the word that they put out me saying. I did say it. I was doing a video that I was in the best of spirits. I was kind of pissed off, and I was letting off some heat, and I didn't even realize that I had what I had said until my subscribers explained to me, "Hey, you better go back and listen to your video. I don't think that's a good idea to put it out like that. That somebody's going to clip it."
It should have been clipped. Somebody already clipped it of you being a racist after saying that you don't use racial slurs. But then the first video you were make responding to the Hispanic guy who came on the Viral Way platform that I had a conversation with in Checkney, you responded to that and called me in the Viral Way and the other brother Reckless Podcast mayates. See, what if we respond back? What if we was to respond back and say, F you, wetback, or F you, beaner? What if we was to respond back like that? You see what I'm saying? All because you put it down. You can't be mad at someone else's reaction when you're the one that's acted on it. See, everything has a consequence. Everything has ramifications behind it. You can't be exempt from ramifications, bro. You feel what I'm saying? This guy doubling back on his words because he knows that his ass is got. Bro, you are automatically deemed a La Raza racist. But that's not a big deal, right? It is, because they try to hide the fact that within the Hispanic La Raza culture, there is anti-black sentiments. They have anti-black or anti-Aboriginal indigenous perspectives within their culture. So if they're creating something that's culturally inclined, by virtue, it's going to have racist connotations to it. They're going to have racist undertones to it. No matter how much they try to lie and put on a facade for the online, we're going to call that shit out. Like my sister Chica Harmony Root said in the chat, blancamento, whitening of the race. you guys want to align yourself with the white supremacist class. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Drop those fire emojis. I haven't asked you guys to hit the like button, share the live stream, but can you guys hit that like button and share the live stream? Can you guys hit that like button and share the live stream? We do appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Don't even hesitate. Hit that notification bell so you'll be alerted to all the post notifications and live streams. It's your brother Aboriginal Power, the hood journalist. Let's get back into this shit, man.
That I was in the best of spirits. I was kind of pissed off, and I was letting off some heat, and I didn't even realize that I had what I had said until my subscribers explained to me, "Hey, you better go back and listen to your video. I don't think that's a good idea to put it out like that. That somebody's gonna clip it." There was only like 9 views on that video at the.
So he uses the word mayate so much, he didn't even realize that he said it. Why? Because that word.
Right. He uses the word mayat, like the brother Red Supreme just said. He uses the damn word mayate, which is a racial slur, so damn much, he doesn't even notice when he uses it because he's such a racist. It's embedded deep and rooted into their culture. Yeah, they might have a black friend, they have a black neighbor, they might share potluck, they might, but to a certain extent, they're cool. Not all the way. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, there's undertone racism within their culture. And this is just the facts. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to play the clip from where I was on the Viral Way platform. And then this Mexican guy came up who allegedly is a chomo. And we had to get some straightening with this Hispanic. You feel what I'm saying? This is one of the videos that this Hispanic is reacting to. So we're going to go back to that video in a second.
It was only like 9 views on that video at the.
So he uses the word mayate so much, he didn't even realize that he said it. Why? Because that word rolls off of his tongue naturally. So his fans had to tell him, "Hey, man, you should take that out, man."
Right. And so we're going to get into the clip. He actually edited it out.
Let's get back to it, though.
He actually edited it out and act like he never said any of the stuff. But we got the actual live recording from where he originally said it. And then we got the actual uploaded version from where he edited the mayate word out. Okay? I need y'all to share this live stream. We're trying to bring 100 people in here before we hit the 30-minute marker. We need 100 people in this chat before we hit the 30-minute marker. I need everybody in here to share the live stream one time. Let's see how much motion y'all got on social media. Share the live stream to see if we can get 100 in here. You understand what I'm saying? Let's get the motion going. But listen to this guy responding and reacting to the video that was on the Viral Way platform. Now, I was on that particular live stream in that conversation that particular evening.
Certain podcasters, certain black YouTubers want to act in a certain way, man. That's them, man. They have to, how you say it? They have to they had to live with that. I mean, that's on them. That's the type of negativity they want to surround themselves with. That's on them. Eventually, something's going to happen and where somebody's going to take it to that level and never know, man. Never know what might happen, you know? But as me personally, not because I see this individual.
He said, as us, meaning as Hispanics. Listen
to that level and never know, man. Never know what might happen, you know? But as me personally, not because I see this individual talking bad about my people, means that I'm gonna do the same, right? Because two wrongs does not make up.
All right, now let's get into I want to show you the Viral Way clip where, let's get into the Viral Way clip.
Now, by the way,
Ain't that what
I haven't watched this reaction from Red Supreme, so we're all watching this live. I don't like to shortchange my viewers on my reaction videos that we're doing right now, so I actually like to react to them live. I don't watch the content before, so hey, let's get it, man. Drop those fire emojis in the chat, and if y'all ready to rock on out, let's get right into this heat. Let's go.
For the stats, I be beating the odds. In the blood, it be making me calm. Ride the turbine just like I'm Saddam. I'ma blow it just like I'm a bomb. I'ma leave it.
Into the viral way clip.
ain't that what I just said? Yeah, look, he running now. Exactly.
No, this is Marvelous Inc. right here. The guy we were just talking about. This is Marvelous Inc.
Yeah, so the Hispanic guy that came on the Viral Way platform name is Marvelous Inc. Some Hispanic who try to come on there and play some tough Raza role. Nigga, that shit don't scare a nigga like me. And you see I'm on the platform with Reckless Podcast and the Viral Way right here. You feel me? So at the end of the day, we got to start.
What is it like in your part?
Difference, and I've been out LA, you know what I'm saying? California, all that shit. Lived in South Central when I was like 16.
And this is fair use, man. We're gonna keep the language clean. And this is Marvelous Inc. I know who Marvelous Inc. is because it is what it is. Now you're gonna see Marvelous Inc. and the old guy, Lucky, they're from the same barrio. Marvelous Inc. is from Eastside Matavilla in East LA. The OG, the old Mexican dude, he's from Matavilla. So he denounced Marvelous Inc., saying that he ain't from the barrio, he don't speak for the raza because
because they saying he a chomo. So the old nigga that we just watched who was saying the word mayate, the old gray Hispanic dude, just marked out the dude Marvelous Inc., who's about to come on this Viral Way podcast because they say he's no good. They say he's boo-boo in the hood because he's a chomo, allegedly.
Old Mexican dude, he's from Matavilla. So he denounced Marvelous Inc., saying that he ain't from the barrio, he don't speak for the raza because these ain't my words. This is what the Mexican community is saying. They're saying that Marvelous is a chomo because he impregnated that 16-year-old girl as a 43-year-old man. Not my words. This is coming from the raza, his own community, his own barrio.
But listen, there's a lot of Hispanics out in the Northeast. They not like Mexicans. And the Hispanics in the Northeast is two different types of Hispanics, mostly Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, shit like that. They have a different type of culture. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of the aggression that you see towards Hispanics in the West Coast, you don't see that because of the numbers. It's very tremendously different than what it is in LA County. You feel what I'm saying? You got to realize black people are the majority down there in Chicago and in Philadelphia.
Chicago, Philly, Baltimore. Marvelous. What's the deal?
What's up, Viral Way?
This is Marvelous right here with the bald head.
So, like I said, I was just breaking down the facts that the reason you see such aggression between the Hispanics and the West Coast is because the numbers of the Hispanics compared to the blacks is overwhelming. So when you go to places like Chicago, Florida, Houston, Philly, New York, Jersey, etc., you see the large Hispanic community, but you also see a large Black American / Aboriginal indigenous community. So that's why you don't see that attempted aggression like you see in the West Coast. They playing a numbers game. They know they outnumber the niggas in them areas. So that's why they play that aggressive game.
You know, the Matavillas, the Chicano community say he don't speak for the Chicano community because he's a chomo for impregnating that 16-year-old girl. Marvelous Inc.'s defense, he said she had a fake ID. She looked grown. I've seen her myself. She does look grown. Let me say this to you guys. I saw the girl that he impregnated. She does look grown. She had big breasts. She had nice curves and everything. So if she had a fake ID, you would believe that she was 20 or 20.
You should be saying some 16-year-old got a big breast and curves. It just doesn't age well on the internet, big brother.
21 is believable because she was developed. So, in Marvelous defense, and I'm not here to defend anyone.
They'll try to use that little shit against my brother Red Supreme, but I know he got good intentions of what he's talking about.
She had big breasts, she had nice curves and everything. So if she had a fake ID, you would believe that she was 20 or 21. It's believable because she was developed. So in Marvelous defense, and I'm not here to defend anyone, I'm just going to keep it a stack all across the board. She does look like a grown woman. She was 16 or 17. He hit it raw. He gave her a tattoo, hit it raw, impregnated her. So he said, hey, man, she gave me a fake ID. I gave her a tattoo. I didn't know that she was 16 or 17. I didn't know. Now, do you believe him? Let me know if you believe Marvelous Inc. Do you guys believe that Marvelous Inc. knew that this woman was underage, or do you believe that she tricked him with that fake ID? Give me your thoughts in the comments. But this is Marvelous Inc. right here.
Okay, so let's address this issue correctly, right? And get down to the bottom, because what all you guys are doing, right? And this is as podcasters, not as a racial thing, is bringing gang shit into the equation, and it has nothing to do with that, dog. First of all,
shut your bitch ass up. You ain't scaring nothing. And second of all, nobody said nothing about gangs, bro. Once you make it a racial slur that is directly been a derogatory statement to a particular ethnic group, nigga, it's beyond gangs. Like, we don't give a fuck about your gangs. Nigga, you talking about a whole race, fool.
Right? And this is as podcasters, not as a racial thing, is bringing gang shit into the equation, and it has nothing to do with that, dog. First of all, the dude that made that statement isn't Mexicano. So for you guys to bring up Mexicans or Hispanics or Latino as a whole, as in a racial divide, that's false. You should not do that, but address that man as a man and let him deal. Go ahead.
Is he a Southsider?
That doesn't matter. That's where you're bringing it into gang.
It does matter if he's a Southsider, because he's speaking for Southsiders. His podcast represents Southsiders. He said, my podcast is to represent Southsiders, Mexicanos, Chicanos, Reños. That's what Lucky from Hoodstock said.
He literally said that. He said his platform is a reflection of the Southsiders. So what he say, the Southsiders stand by it. So don't be trying to come up here and play them little monkey ass games that they try to play, man. Throw the rocks and hide in their hand.
As in a racial divide, that's false. You should not do that, but address that man as a man and let him deal. Go ahead.
Is he a Southsider?
That doesn't matter. That's where you're bringing it into gang.
It does matter if he's a Southsider, because he's speaking for Southsiders. His podcast represents Southsiders. He said, my podcast is to represent Southsiders, Mexicanos, Chicanos, Reños. That's what Lucky from Hoodstock said, vato. So you can't say that he doesn't speak for Southsiders. He is half Mexican. He's half Mexican and he's half European.
Facts. And that's what I was trying to tell him. Not only is he half Mexican, but we know that Mexican by itself is a mixed ethnic group within itself. You see what I'm saying? It's a mixed ethnic group itself. The term Mexican means a mixed person, usually with Asian blood. We'll get into that in a whole nother conversation. And I bring this up with this Hispanic that we see online. We can obviously see the Asian genetics peeking through his phenotype. It's obvious. Shout out to the real ones in the building, man. Y'all know we standing on big Aboriginal American business, man, holding it down for the FBAs and the Aboriginals, man. Make sure y'all support the channel. Cash App information is in the chat. Don't hesitate to support, man. Support the channel that supports the movement. Let's go.
Lucky is half Mexican and half, so you can't say that he's not raza. When he rides with the raza, he's a Southsider or a Sereno. I don't know either one. But Marvelous Inc. is trying to make it seem like he's not Mexicano. He's half Mexican and he rides with a Mexican Southsider gang. So you can't say that he don't speak for Mexicans when, for the most part, that's what he represents on his podcast. Pseudo Putrese.
Equations.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you why it matters. Because if he a Southsider, the South
and get down to the bottom, because what all you guys are doing, right? And this is as podcasters, not as a racial thing, is bringing gang shit into the equation, and it has nothing to do with that, dog. First of all, the dude that made that statement isn't Mexicano. So for you guys to bring up Mexicans or Hispanics or Latino as a whole, as in a racial divide, that's false. You should not do that, but address that man as a man and let him deal. Go ahead.
Bro, how you gonna come over here and check anybody and tell us how the fuck we need to be moving? First of all, you boo-boo in your hood by your OGs, bro. You's a chomo. You don't make no marks, no move, no motions, no nothing. You really a SOS when they see you, nigga. You shouldn't even be speaking for the little Raza and them Southsiders or whatever little barrio that you come from or neighborhood.
But address that man as a man and let him deal. Go ahead.
Is he a
Shout out to Cyberdyne for the Cash App. Shout out to Scoop for the Cash App. We got 800 plus people rocking, 800 plus people watching. Let's get some more of my foundational Black Americans to support the Cash App and support this broadcast, because I speak for you guys, man, every chance I get. So show some love and support. Bless the like button and subscribe.
Definitely, man. If y'all be watching my brother Red Supreme, make sure y'all support his channel. If y'all watch the Robert Way, support the channel. If you're watching Big Aboriginal Power right now, support the channel. Y'all gotta support the channels that be rocking and defending and protecting and rocking with the family 100%. You feel what I'm saying? Whether you represent for the indigenous or whether you identify as the foundation of Black American. Either way, man, we all in this together and we all the same people. Man. We got to understand that. The semantics don't work with me. I'm a real OG out here, man. The semantics do not work. Dead homies.
To the channel, you know.
Outsider.
And oh yeah, shout out to everybody who has blessed the super chat. Let's get some more of you people to show that major love for some of this valuable content. News.
I wish I could have my super chat, but they got my channel demonetized, and I've been denied monetization for the last 6 years. So we're working on planning on getting it this up and coming year. So hey, fingers crossed, family, subscribers, all the family that's in here rocking. Y'all already know we're gonna get that shit this year. Make sure y'all drop them fire emoji. Turn me up one time.
You know.
Outsider.
And oh yeah, shout out to everybody who has blessed the super chat. Let's get some more of you people to show that major love for some of this valuable content. News that you can use. Here to blow out your fuse first thing in the morning, man. King Supreme.
That doesn't matter. That's where you're bringing it into gang equations.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you why it matters. Because if he a Southsider, the Southsider program is notoriously anti-Black. That's why when he asked, no, listen, bro.
Go ahead.
When he asked the female, do you like Black men? Do you date Black men? She said no. He said, why? She said it's against the program. What's the program she talking about?
That's their fault.
That's anti.
And that's their fault. That's their fault. And their ideology on what they think it is. But the real thing is there's a program and business, right? We all know about politics, and which I'm not going to get into about. That has to do with politics, homie, not the street or podcasting as an individual. That has nothing to do with it, dog. So whether he's a Southside,
no, it gets into your cultural politics, which your cultural politics and your cultural endeavors is deep rooted with anti-Aboriginal / anti-Black American hate is embedded with inside of your cultural politics, bro.
About politics, and which I'm not going to get into about. That has to do with politics, homie, not the street or podcasting as an individual. That has nothing to do with it, dog. So whether he's a Southsider or not, and whether people want to back his play as a Southsider, you're calling out a whole car, homie. That's what you're doing.
You know,
if you say something, let me say one.
When you call motherfuckers a mayate, which is a racist slur that affects any motherfucker that is of the ethnic group that listens and hears it, it becomes outside of anything, nigga. You call fuck a whole car, you called out a whole race, nigga, a whole ethnic group, nigga. Do you want the niggas to get on y'all ass for real? Like, y'all gotta calm down. At some point in time, y'all gotta say, man, listen, these people don't speak for us. Shut the fuck up. Whoever dude is, we apologize to the Blacks, to the Aboriginals, to the real indigenous. You know, they got to make an apology, which one of them did publicly come out and make that apology. We're going to react to that video after we get done with this clip. Because one of the La Raza members actually did come out and apologize. We'll get to that and we'll react to that right after this fire clip right here, man. Shout out to the brother Red Supreme. I will leave the link to his video in the description box so y'all can go subscribe to the homie new channel that I think he just started.
So whether he's a Southsider or not, and whether people want to back his play as a Southsider, you're calling out a whole car, homie. That's what you're doing.
You know,
if you say something, let me say one more thing, homie. If you say something disrespectful about me or whatever, I'm not gonna go diss all the blacks and say, hey, every black person is that way, because they're not. I got a lot of black homies from different hoods that show nothing but love and respect. They handle themselves cordially, and you know how to conduct. You've been to prison, homie. You know how to conduct yourself with respect. You look a man in his eyes and you deal with that man accordingly.
You shouldn't have to go to prison to learn how to be a man, to learn how to operate with respect. It shouldn't take you going to prison to learn that.
Right. And so not even that, brother Red Supreme, what he's really trying to say is that you ain't really a man until you go to prison. And I hate that standard of perspective, because there's a lot of solid 10 toes down men that's never entered inside of a jail nor a prison yard. You see what I'm saying? So jail, prison, being incarcerated doesn't make you a man. You see what I'm saying? Let's just get that clear, because we don't want to push a degenerate message to the youth and the elders that may be listening in to this topic that they may not even be aware about, in the deep-rooted hate that a lot of these Hispanics hold within. You see what I'm saying? So I need my elders and my youth to know that when they're out in public, sometimes it ain't what it looked like. It's been a front being put on.
But I guess if you didn't grow up with a father, then you go to prison where you got to learn something. And the only reason why people abide by those rules in prison, because they're going to be met by the threat of violence if they don't conform to what's going on behind those walls. So they're only doing it because of the threat of violence. The real thing to do is to learn how to conduct yourself as a man so that you ain't got to go to prison. Why? Like, it's sad, but this is the unfortunate reality. A lot of people got to go to prison before they learn how to respect the next man or other groups of people. It shouldn't take you to go to prison to learn something simple as respect. But unfortunately, a lot of our people got to go to prison before they learn this. That's the unfortunate reality.
Not as a whole car out here. This isn't the prison out here, homie.
Nah, this the difference.
If you say something disrespectful, their fault and their ideology on what they think it is. But the real thing is there's a program and business, right? We all know about politics, and which I'm not going to get into about. That has to do with politics, homie, not the street or podcasting as an individual. That has nothing to do with it, dog. So whether he's a Southsider or not, and whether people want to back his play as a Southsider, you're calling out a whole car, homie. That's what you're doing.
You know,
if you say something, let me say one more thing, homie. If you say something disrespectful about me or whatever, I'm not gonna go diss all the blacks and say, hey, every black person is that way, because they're not. I got a lot of black homies from different hoods that show nothing but love and respect. They handle themselves cordially, and you know how to conduct. You've been to prison, homie. You know how to conduct yourself with respect. You look a man in his eyes.
Do they keep using that? Oh, you've been to prison, so you know how to conduct yourself. Weak ass niggas. Niggas know how to conduct themselves that never been out of prison. We don't go by no degenerate prison rules, nigga. We go by man rules. You disrespect, we disrespect. You get loud, we get loud. You get physical, we get physical. It's just that fucking simple. It's an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. I don't give a damn about no politics. I don't give a damn about nothing. You disrespect the motherfucking FBA and the Aboriginal Indigenous peoples here, bro. It's up. It's up 1,000. It ain't no if, ands, or buts. We're gonna run a smear campaign and we'll take it there on every level with any one of you Hispanics, bro. Y'all not about to keep doing this, bro. Half of you niggas be on ice while running from ice. Do I gotta go there? Half of you niggas be on ice and running from ice at the same time. Do I gotta go there?
Every black person is that way, because they're not. I got a lot of black homies from different hoods that show nothing but love and respect. They handle themselves cordially, and you know how to conduct. You've been to prison, homie. You know how to conduct yourself with respect. You look a man in his eyes and you deal with that man accordingly. Not as a whole car out here. This isn't the prison out here, homie.
Nah, this is the difference. If he does what he does in prison, his car deals with him before the blacks even got to say anything. So if you want to keep it respectful in that terms, that needs to go on the streets too, because he's representing your whole faction when you on this internet. The same way I get on the internet,
Facts.
I'm from a neighborhood too. So if I do some shit that's out of whack with the neighborhood, regardless of if I think I'm just representing for me or speaking for me, nah, it's bigger than the program. I'm a black representative, period. If I get on here and I start saying, man, fuck Mexicans, woo, woo, and that could lead to a war in the street, guess what? The blacks have to hold me accountable and be like, nah, nigga, you tripping.
Hold on, and viral. Hey, let me reply to
like, oh, that's just viral. We gonna get viral. No, they gonna start saying, man, fuck the blacks. It's on with the blacks.
Let me reply to his statement though.
Accountable, bro. We can't
Let me
just
reply
say,
to
oh, it's that one man. Nah, bro, we gotta hold each other accountable.
no, but viral at the same time, it wasn't just him. It was a whole group of them up there, and you let old boy call in on the same type of fuck.
Right. That's a beautiful point. Not only was this the two that was on the phone call, it was the 2-3 people that were sitting around laughing. It was Offset and Procell, Comp and Raider, Lucky from Hood Stock, and the other 2 people, plus the girl.
Because we were slaves too, and we're both slaves.
Don't take offense. If it don't apply, let it fly. This is to the ones calling us mayates and all this shit, and I don't even care about them. It's when you try to get involved in black culture, like you want to call us this and that, but then you want to rap. You want to say you don't fuck with black.
Let me tell. All right, look it. Let me tell all you guys something about that. Okay, you want to bring up rap and how Mexicanos cling to you dudes and all this and that, right? And you want to talk about your captivity and all this and that. We were the first ones to go under captivity. If you know your history, we were the first ones.
Now, see, that's that stupid shit that I don't even give a fuck about.
You don't know your history, bro. I teach history.
No, I'm gonna tell you why it's
We said Mexican.
See, this whole Mexicans, bro, if you're gonna talk about the real Mexican history of being enslaved, bro, talk about your Asian history, fool. You's a damn, you about 2 cartwheels away from being Jet Li, my nigga. You about 2 cartwheels away from being Jet Li, my nigga. You a Chinese enslaved in America, my nigga.
Those were the first to go under
captivity. A little Spaniard blood.
All right, man. I don't even want to talk about slavery, man.
Yeah, go ahead and cook this shit, OG Supreme.
I just want to talk about
Red Supreme.
What's going on now in recent times. We can have a conversation about slavery in a whole nother video, in a whole nother live stream. What he's saying is, why disrespect black people when you're rapping and acting and talking like them? If you look at the way that young Mexicans rap today, is black. You got Mexican dudes from La Puente rapping like black people, dressing like black people, but they call black people N-words and mayates. That doesn't make any sense. It's like you're imitating the same people you hate. That is crazy.
I mean, think about it, though. Think about it. That's just like the Zionists going around acting like Adolf from the Third Reich. They don't even like them people. That's like us running, man. Like, come on, it don't even make no sense to act like the people you hate.
Funk music. You know what I mean? And Bobby Womack. You dig what I'm saying? And the list goes on. I can go on and on about the black musicians that paved the way for hip hop. Because if you listen to hip hop music back in the 70s, they sampled the oldies. You dig? Latino music has never influenced urban culture. Black music. I
mean, just imagine a black man running around with a thick ass mustache, a sombrero on, with a long ass poncho, making mariachi music. Come on, man. The irony in that, bro. The irony of a black man running around with a thick ass mustache, a sombrero, a poncho, making mariachi music. And we don't even like y'all. But we acting and dressing and running around using. That doesn't make any sense. It's really retarded. Excuse my French.
That foundational Black Americans made, that has always influenced culture. Let me tell you something. Music influences culture. Let me repeat this for people who are too slow. Music influences culture. Whoever dominates the music influences the culture. That is a known fact.
And then culture also influences the music. Because without the culture that was already around, that's what goes into the next genre or creation of music standard based off of the customs and culture that's around. So it's almost one and the same. You see what I'm saying? Big Brother Red Supreme, shout out Red.
Some of you people ain't educated. You're not educated. You're not educated to even understand that. Not all of you, but a large percentage of you. Music influences culture. That is a fact.
Facts.
And foundational Black Americans have always dominated music, because if you go back to jazz, blues, rock and roll, country, R&B, disco.
Facts. Every genre. We created over 100. We created over 10 to 20 genres of music, at least 10 genres of music, and created over 100 different dance moves that is copied, emulated today. We done created tons of genres and created hundreds of dance moves that is copied today.
House music, funk music, all of that was created by foundational Black Americans. White people stole rock and roll and white people stole country music. This is why we're going so hard over hip hop, because people are always trying to steal what we created, and we're not going to stand for it. This is why FBA been standing on business. Hip hop and rap is a foundational Black American creation, 100%. No co-founders.
Black people,
man, most black people ain't even from
on
Africa,
the planet
bro.
Before Hispanic was a race. And we was already
bro.
each other.
Our lineage
The
goes
whole rap-
farther back
listen.
than anybody else's lineage.
The whole rap, the whole rap.
You gotta bring up that whole Africa shit. And like I said right there, listen, man, majority of black folks not even from Africa, dog.
Hip hop industry is based off of poetry, bro, and telling your story of captivity.
How the fuck is a damn La Raza Hispanic who's a participator in our cultural creation that we call hip hop gonna tell me what the hell hip hop is? Are you a damn fool?
Else's lineage.
The whole rap and hip hop industry is based off of poetry, bro, and telling your story of captivity, homie, and the trials and tribulations that you're going through.
Okay, let me ask you this one
We
question.
both
Hold
go
on.
through those
Let me
trials
ask
and
you this one
tribulations.
question.
We
Let
were
me
both
ask you
on
one
the
question.
You can't argue with me, homie.
No,
You can't
I just
argue.
want to ask you a question, bro. I just want to ask you one question.
Go ahead.
Hold on, that ain't.
I'm
hold
gonna
on, that
ask
ain't
them one
hip-
thing, bro.
that ain't-
How many
that
black
ain't
men?
hip hop.
One mic.
I just want to ask them one thing, bro. How many black guys did you see doing mariachi music and shitting on Hispanic culture? None.
How many what?
How many black people do you see doing?
That's a good ass point. How many black people do you see practicing another people's culture, like practicing mariachi culture? How many black people do you see practicing mariachi culture, but also disrespecting Mexicans? First of all, you don't see no black people practicing their culture. And if they are practicing their culture, they damn sure not disrespecting the people who culture their. See, this is the ass backward shit that these damn foreigners do, man.
Hey, bro, how many black guys?
First of all, I hate mariachi music. That ding 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 ding. Oh, that oh, that oh, man, I don't want to listen to that bullshit.
You see doing mariachi music and shitting on Hispanic culture? None.
How many what?
How many black people do you see doing mariachi music that's shitting on the Hispanic culture? None. But we see Hispanics doing black culture, but shitting on us as a people, though.
And then another thing.
That's a good point. You don't see black people. Shout out to Nikisha for blessing us with a cash app. Shout out to Lions Dollars for blessing us with a cash app. I appreciate all my brothers and sisters for supporting this podcast. You understand? And it's just a known fact. I can show you videos of foundational Black Americans back in the 30s and the 40s breakdancing, rhyming over beats. So if you study the elements of hip hop, and if you look at the music that foundational Black Americans created prior to hip hop, you will see that we was already doing hip hop. We just put a label on it in the 70s. Don't get it twisted for 1 second. We was already doing hip hop. It just like in the 70s, we just put a label on it, but that was something that we were already doing. We was already breakdancing. You can't show me no videos of Latinos
already breakdancing. There was already rapping going on. Fashion had already been in the height of it. You feel what I'm saying? Graffiti was a thing going back to the fucking 60s and the 50s. Tagging railroad carts and railroad trains and shit like that. That became a big thing. Tagging was a thing in the 50s. You know what I'm saying? Became real famous as far as hip hop culture with the brother from out of Philadelphia by the name of Cornbread, one of the most dominant, iconic, pioneers when it comes to graffiti, and another foundational Aboriginal or Black American. You see what I'm saying? So we got to understand that as we break this shit down about our culture, we cannot allow outside participators to come in and regulate and make up lies of what our culture is. You see what I'm saying? Your culture is mariachi music. That mariachi music sucks. It's always like
doing breakdance moves in the 30s and the 40s. I can show you several videos right now of Black people breakdancing on the floor in the 1930s and 40s. So the Black people who migrated to New York took their culture with them. Just like Puerto Ricans and Latinos, when they went to New York, they took their culture with them, right? Foundational Black Americans who lived in the Bronx created hip hop. Hip hop was not created by just Bronx people. Foundational Black Americans who lived in the Bronx put a label on it and stamped it and called it hip hop. Hip hop comes from FBA culture. If you study our music prior to hip hop, you will see exactly where this music and culture comes from. Hands down, there's no argument. Latinos participated in hip hop, but they are not the creators of hip hop. Participation and creation, those are totally different things. Those things are totally different. Latinos participated in hip hop, but they had nothing to do with the creation of it. Those of us with common sense know the truth. Those of us who are operating in facts and truth will say, yeah, that's 100% correct. Latinos was making mariachi and salsa music. Show me the music that Latinos created in the 50s and 60s, and I'll show you the music that foundational Black Americans created in the 50s and 60s. Then you will see where hip hop comes.
Chick chicka boom, chick chicka boom, chick chicka boom. It's Arabian day. What's that song they were singing on the mask? Some bullshit, some circus music.
Comes from. That's not even an argument. That's not even up for debate at this point. Listen, the jazz musicians in the 1930s who came from Harlem, New York, the Harlem Renaissance era, they made zoot suits popular. So Central Avenue in Los Angeles is a place where all your jazz musicians would perform in the 1920s and the 1930s. Dane Calloway now. The Mexicans were influenced by the jazz musicians, and they created this Pachuco culture.
Did he say Dane Calloway?
In the 1920s and the 1930s, Dane Calloway now.
Shout out to the homie Big Dane Calloway. But no, I think he meant Cab Calloway. Cab Calloway was performing. But Dane Calloway be rocking out on YouTube, dropping his indigenous history too, though. You know what I mean? He's worthy of a shout out as well. Shout out to motherfucking Dane. But nah, it's Cab Calloway, Big Brother Red.
The Mexicans were influenced by the jazz musicians, and they created this Pachuco culture. But the Mexicans who were zoot suits got their influence from the jazz musicians, because I said it before and I say it again, music influences culture. The Black jazz musicians that was popular in the 30s influenced everybody. That's why everybody started rocking the zoot suits. That's where the Pachucos came from in the Mexico.
Right. As a matter of fact, earlier hip hop music was literally just repeated samples and breaks of those sample music coming from the jazz, coming from the R&B, coming from that funk, coming from that earlier music genre of music. You know what I'm saying? So they were creating samples and they will split the beat up where nobody's singing on it. It'll just be a little open break on it with the DJ scratching. And this is when people would jump in and throw their little raps in and talk their shit real quick. This is where it became MCing. You know what I'm saying? This is where the motherfucker that's on the mic get the crowd hype. You know what I mean? But being real slick with his words, usually connecting words while rhyming, while talking to the people, hyping them up. This became the thing. This later on became the form of rap that we call right now today as what we call MCing. Come on, man. We cooking. Shout the Red.
Community in Los Angeles.
We gotta do some collabs together, gang.
They were heavily influenced by the jazz musicians in the 1930s, just like Mexicans today are heavily influenced by black rappers and blacks who make hip hop, because music influences culture. The same thing in the 1930s, the same thing now in the 2020s. History has a way of repeating itself. Mexicans in the 30s were influenced by the jazz musicians who wore zoot suits. So Mexicans created Pachuco culture. Look at what's going on now. Mexicans in hip hop, they're influenced by black rappers. They dress like rap. They dress like black people. They talk like, they even rap like black people. History has a way of repeating itself, homie.
Captivity.
Go
We
ahead.
started a culture in the inner city, the Bronx, New York, to be exact. Yeah, there was some people of like Jamaican descent, but they had Black American influence because that's where they were raised.
The Jamaicans even copied the Black Americans, like
started telling our stories. We started telling our stories via rap. It caught fire. It went worldwide. Every culture is now a part of it, but don't get it misconstrued. That is still Black culture that they're a part of. We can't change the history.
Look at, let me explain something, because you just said what I said right now. They were telling the story, right? Through dance, music, and song, right?
Yeah, but it was the Black American experience. This wasn't.
What is black? Is Puerto Rican black? Is Colombian black?
Yeah, they're black, but they're not foundational Black Americans. Foundational Black Americans are different than Africans, are different than Black Caribbeans. Foundational Black American in the United States, we have a unique culture. We're not the same as Africans. Our experiences and the cultures are completely different. Let me show you this clip right here. We was already breakdancing way before Puerto Ricans even moved in our neighborhoods. Way before we lived around any Latinos, this is what we were doing. This was back in the 20s and 30s, bro.
Right. You got the Nicholas brothers who was breakdancing, you know what I'm saying? Back to jazz and folk music and shit.
You see that? We was dancing like this in the 20s and 30s. I'm sure.
That's literally pre-breakdancing, man. This is literally pre-breakdancing, man. This is pre-B-boy phase.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. Latinos was not doing this in the 20s and 30s. We was already breakdancing and rhyming way before we came in contact with these people.
Lock in with me, Juan. Let's set it up. Let's make it happen. Let's get the people something fire to listen to on these lives.
I'm giving you the receipts. The music we made, the way that we danced, we were already doing this prior to any contact with them. We was already doing this. This is a part of FBA culture. Come on, man. Like, it's undeniable, bro. It's undeniable. And these videos come from the 1920s and 30s, man. Like, stop it. Please stop it.
Black is cute, Cubanic.
They have Black in their history.
Listen, y'all was telling y'all
man, you're so caught up on the word black. That's what keeps you.
We was breakdancing and rhyming way before we came in contact with Latinos, bruh. This is not even up for debate. There's no argument. This is a dead conversation.
Right. That's what I was trying to tell him, Big Brother Red.
Hip hop is a foundational Black American creation, 100%. No co-founders, man. What are you smoking?
keeps you in your little box. You're so caught up on that word.
Keep it G. I'm not caught up on the word. What I'm caught up on is anything that we create, no one wants to give us the utmost credit for it. It's like, yeah, y'all telling our stories. We started telling our stories via rap. It caught fire. It went worldwide. Every culture is now a part of it, but don't get it misconstrued. That is still Black culture that they're a part of. We can't change the history.
Look at, let me explain something, because you just said what I said right now. They were telling the story, right? Through dance, music, and song, right?
Yeah, but
Latinos wasn't rapping and rhyming. They wasn't dancing on the floor in the 1920s.
Right. Y'all dumbasses was telling y'all story through mariachi music. You was getting your shit in through mariachi music. Selena, Eddie Guerrero. You feel what I'm saying? The Three Amigos and all these little man, you was getting it through your own culture. You understand me? Through salsa. That's how y'all was telling y'all stories, nigga. Nobody want to even listen to y'all stories.
Let me say something to take it a step further.
I want y'all to name me a famous salsa singer right now in the chat.
If you go back in a time machine, right, and if think about the music that Latinos, right, and the music their parents listened to in their household, the music that came from their culture. Nobody wanted to listen to that stuff. Latinos couldn't come outside in the 1950s and 60s and play the music that their parents listened to. Nobody wanted to hear it. But in the 1950s and 60s, the foundational Black Americans came outside playing the music that we created. The whole world rocked to it. The whole world rocked with it. Because our music as foundational Black Americans has always influenced culture. Nobody wanted to listen to no Latino music. I'm sorry, bro. If Mexicans or Latinos came outside playing the music that their parents listened to in their households, nobody would want to hear that. We would say, man, turn that off. Nobody listened to that besides Latinos. The music that foundational Black Americans created, everybody worldwide embraced the music that we created. Everybody's influenced by the music that we create as FBA. That's the major difference. Let's be real. Latinos, I'm talking about Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, El Salvadorians, the music they grew up listening to, the music that came from their culture had no urban influence. Black people never listened to the music. Black people never listened to music that came from Latino culture. We've never been influenced by it. But on the other hand, Latinos have always been influenced by the music we make, whether it's jazz, whether it's R&B, whether it's Motown, Smokey Robinson, the Isley Brothers, Marvin Gaye. They've always been influenced by our music. They've always been influenced by the Ohio Players, George Clinton, funk music. Our music has always influenced the whole world, not the other way around. This is not even up for debate.
It was the Black American experience. This wasn't.
What is Black? Is Puerto Rican Black? Is Colombian Black? Is Cubano Black?
They have Black in their history.
Listen, y'all was telling y'all.
Man, you're so caught up on the word Black. That's what keeps you. That's what keeps you in your little box. You're so caught up on that word.
Keep it G. I'm not caught up on the word. What I'm caught up on is.
Let me drop the link, man. If anybody, like I said, I appreciate everybody for pulling up, man, to this podcast today, man. But I had to just set the record straight, man, because people tend to lie about history, man. And everybody wants to be a part of hip hop so bad to the point to where they're willing to lie about history. And we have all the receipts to prove that we were doing this stuff prior to any contact with Latinos. This music has always been a part of our culture as foundational Black Americans. This is just a known fact. You can't tell somebody what's not rap and hip hop. Rap and hip hop was created by foundational Black Americans. So don't come up here trying to tell me what rap and hip hop is. You don't qualify to have that conversation.
It's anything that we create, no one wants to give us the utmost credit for it. It's like, yeah, y'all.
Let me tell you something, though. This is what you're not understanding, bro.
Anything that y'all create, we give y'all the credit. Like
Viral, check it out. Check it out, Viral.
Black people ain't never been influenced by Latinos musically. That is a bold-faced lie. Never, ever has that ever been a factor. We've never listened. You didn't see black people in the 60s and 70s riding around listening to Latin music, but you seen white people, Latinos, everybody riding around listening to black music. Whoever dominates music controls the culture. Music influences culture. So whoever dominates music influences the culture, and that's foundational Black Americans 100%.
Check it out. Let me say this one thing, because I gotta start my show. But let me say one thing, bro. Let me say one thing. This isn't something that you started. This is both of our stories of captivity that we're expressing through music and dance.
You see how this colonizer tried to say this is not just, it is our story. Hip hop don't come from no Mexican Latino culture.
I'm glad
this dude is a culture vulture.
I'm glad he called him what he is, a damn colonizer, lion, a damn Asian slave.
This colonizer tried to say this is not just, it is our story. Hip hop come from no Mexican Latino culture. This dude is a culture vulture. Study history. Look at the music that Latinos made prior to hip hop. Then you look at the music that foundational Black Americans made prior to hip hop. Come on, homie. That's not even a conversation. It's a dead giveaway, man. Like, come on, stop it. Hip hop is not hip hop. It belongs to us. We created it. Now, if you want to talk about white people who own the corporations and companies and these record labels, that's one thing. We're talking about the creators of the culture, the creators of the music. Foundational Black Americans, hands down. Latinos had nothing to do with the creation of hip hop. Latinos participated in hip hop, but they had nothing to do with the creation of it.
What I'm caught up on is anything that we create, no one wants to give us the utmost credit for it. It's like, yeah, y'all.
Let me tell you something, though. This is what you're not understanding, bro.
Anything that y'all create, we give y'all the credit. Like,
Viral, check it out, Viral, check it out. Let me say this one thing, because I gotta start my show. But let me say one thing, bro. Let me say one thing. This isn't something that you started. This is both of our stories of captivity that we're expressing through music.
Boy, if you don't shut your Asian enslaved and colonial Mexican ass looking ass up, your ass wasn't held in captivity nowhere. Your ass jumped over the border illegally or fled from whatever shanty town, shitty little country town that you come from and came here. You wasn't held in no damn captivity. Ain't nobody tie you up. Ain't nobody put a gun to your head and make you do it. Nigga, you came over here willingly. Shut that shit up, dude.
Music and dance. So you can't go claim the fame as a single segment group, bro. You can't do that.
It's not both of our stories.
Bro,
this is something we
not in
created.
captivity, bro.
You need to study, bro. You need to study.
Oh, now he gonna try to tell you need to study. This is not a part of your culture, bro. We can't claim the fame because it comes from us. It don't come from y'all. This is the 1940s. Watch this.
Man, this damn bald-headed ass Mexican out of his motherfucking crazy ass mind, bro. His ass is institutionalized. The jail done fucked this nigga head up. He don't know shit.
Watch this.
Hey, man, we got 97 in the building, man. Hey, go ahead and hit that like button and share the live stream, man. Let's get a few more people to share the live stream. Only the real ones that's rocking with me. Only the real ones that's rocking with me. Go ahead and share this live stream. Y'all already know the vibes. It's your brother, Aboriginal Power. Go ahead and hit that like button, man. Y'all already know. Let me drop that cash out. We ain't had one person support neither, by the way. We ain't had one person support today on this Fire Saturday. Come on, man. We bringing and holding down the culture. Man, y'all supposed to be supporting the channels that's supporting the movement. We going in on conquistadors right now. You feel me? I'm feeling like Montezuma. You understand what I'm saying? But let's get back into some of this heat, man. Y'all ready to rock out? Drop some fire emojis in the chat right now if y'all ready to get back into this. Let's
For Fuck the stats, I be beating the odds. In the blood, it be making me calm. Ride the turbine just like I'm Saddam. I'ma blow it just like I'm a bomb. I'ma leave it.
Check this out right here. Here comes the judge, right? I'm gonna show you guys something from Pig Meat Markham. Check this out. Hip hop evolves, right? The styles gets better as time progresses. This is Pig Meat Markham. Hit the like button. This is 1968, and I can show you the Jubilaires rapping in the 40s.
Hit it, boy.
Hit that like button, you know?
I'm ready to do that thing. I don't want no tears, I don't want no lies. Above all, I don't want no alibis. This judge is hip, and that ain't all.
We've been doing this, man. I can go back to the 1940s of us breakdancing, the 1930s and 20s, rhyming, and this has nothing to do with no Latino culture. Latinos copied what they saw us doing.
As a matter of fact, he's absolutely right. From the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, and then around the late 60s, going into the 70s, you started hearing that melodic sound and the flow that we kind of adopted today that kind of evolved from that early 70s, late 60s style. You feel what I'm saying? Even talking about trapping and selling drugs and stuff like that, that was being done in rap form in the motherfucking 70s by the form of rap. Like, let me show y'all this right here. Let me show y'all this right here. Curtis Mayfield was rapping in 69. Look, this is Pusha Man, 1969. You know what I mean? So that's what rap come from. It come from these older cultures. You feel me? When you go and listen to people like Gunna today, right? Gunna, who's a melodic singer style rapper, right? And you hear Gunna talking about pushing P, that's the evolved version from Curtis Mayfield, the Pusher Man. Do I gotta break this shit down?
But this music does not come from their culture. They can't show you one video of their people doing this in the 50s, 40s, and 30s. They can't show you their people breakdancing on the floor. They can't show you the music that they made that had an urban influence in the 40s and the 50s and 60s. They can't. We've been rhyming and breakdancing way before we came in contact with them.
Don't give you time if you're big or small. Fall in line or this coat is neat. Peace, brother. Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge.
Here come the judge.
Now look at his style of rap. Animated, flowy, engaging with the crowd. Now you fast forward to like Biz Markie. That's the same type of rap style that Biz Markie adopted. So from Pig Meat Markham evolved into what we get a Biz Markie. Same flow, same animated style.
All those cats got this to me because I am the judge and you can plainly see. Lay down the law. They better not budge.
So come on, man. We already know where this culture comes from. It's not even up for debate, man. It's not even up for debate, man. This is a ridiculous argument. This is a ridiculous argument that hip hop was created 50-50. That's one of the biggest lies ever told. This is why we went hard in the paint to destroy these lies. That's why we went hard in the paint, to destroy these ridiculous lies.
Right, and these people always try to attach themselves to our motherfucking culture.
We'll be back with some more content later on.
Knowing we the best at what we do, man. And people can't even get around that. That's just the facts of the matter. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we know what's going on. So like I said, man, all this shit is stimulating from the dude Lucky Hoodstock that came on calling people African booty scratchers. Now, like I said, we made a video on the viral way. I did one on my own channel, and the homie Spody Face came out and made a video and actually called Lucky out to a fade. So I want to play this video right here of the homie Spody Face calling out one of the La Razas for disrespecting the Aboriginal or FBA. Listen to my boy Spody.
Amongst the Southern California Mexican podcasters, this shit getting out of line, bro. Like it really is. Motherfuckers just blatantly just disrespecting the whole culture or demographic and expect nobody to speak on it or call them on their bullshit. But my whole thing about it is, if y'all hate black people so much, why you motherfuckers want to be like us so bad? And y'all I know it's gonna start controversy. Oh, we don't, yeah, y'all do. And this goes specifically to the Hispanics that proclaim to not like us but want to be like us so bad. It's a lot of Hispanics, there's a lot of Mexicans out there, man. Shout out to y'all, the real ones that respect our culture, respect our race, love black people, you know, that could coexist with us. And also, you know, they appreciate our culture. But my whole thing is with these weirdos is they throw rocks and then they hide their hand. Like if y'all want smoke, just say y'all want smoke. But don't take little pop shots, people calling us African booty scratchers and all that. Like, what's up with that, bro? Y'all swear y'all hate black people, but want to be like us so bad. Stop trying to rap. Stop putting earrings in your ear. Stop getting designs in your hair. All this, I could go so on and so forth. Stop listening to rap music. Stop dressing like us. Stop wearing Jordans. Like all of that are all part of our culture. We made all that pop. Stop wearing designers. Stop wearing chains. Like so on and so forth. Again, man, shout out to all the real Mexican and Hispanics that really fuck with us and really appreciate our culture. I fuck with y'all. But to the ones who act like they racist and don't like us, stop acting like us. Stop acting like us. Say y'all won't smoke. In particular, this clown ass nigga Lucky from Hoodstocks. What's up with you, bro? Yeah, I push peace, but I don't tolerate disrespect. So on behalf of me and my people, set up. I need that. You a big guy, I'm a big guy. Let's do that. You hold it down for the Rasa, I'll hold it down for the Africans, bro. Don't turn it down. Let's get a bag up out of it, man. Let's show people, you know what I'm saying, we could do the things, the non.
We're not African though, Spody Face, but I appreciate you for calling out, cuz, for the fade. But nigga, we not African.
That up.
I ain't gonna lie to you, cuz we not African, gang.
I need that. You
a Hebrew Israelite. You supposed to know that.
Big guy, I'm a big guy. Let's do that. You hold it down for the Rasa, I'll hold it down for the Africans, bro. Don't turn it down. Let's get a bag up out of it, man. Let's show people, you know what I'm saying, we could do the things the non-violent way, homie. Hand-to-hand combat. MMA style. Because not only I want to put my hands on you, I want to put my feet on you as well. You real disrespectful over a camera. Put the bag up. We got the bag over here. Mano a mano. Mano a mano, bro. We don't need no make this no race thing, no gang thing, no nothing. I'm calling you out. Get in the ring with me or get on the mat with me. However which way you want to do. I just want to put my hands and my feet on you and show you what this African booty scratcher will do. And that's to any other disrespectful podcaster out there or anybody else in the street that feel like they could disrespect me or my people or my culture or my heritage. Time and time again, black people, we super respectful, even when y'all disrespect us. Tired of the disrespect, bruh. Respect on our name and our culture. If not, put them gloves on.
So with that being said, a lot of shit transpired off of that whole little ordeal. You feel what I'm saying? You had a lot of people responding to this. A lot of people was talking about let's catch the fade. The dude Lucky that he actually called out actually responded to this whole situation as well. I do want to kind of get into the clip where Lucky actually responds to this. So let's get into that clip here in just a second. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Thumb up the video and support the channel. We do need y'all to support the channel. We're going to get into that right now as we speak, man. So let's get into it, man. Hey, drop them fire emojis. Who in the building with your boy, man? We been in here cooking. We got more to break down, though. Y'all already know the good old deal with the good old peoples, man. Let's make sure we putting up the right video. All right, we got it locked in. And now,
to the top.
If y'all ready to go ahead and get into it, hit that like button, thumb up the video, but let's get straight into it.
He's on the track, on the track, on the track, on the track, on the
track. For the stats, I be beating the odds. And the blood, it be making me calm. Ride the turbine just like I'm Saddam. I'ma blow it just like I'm a bomb. I'ma leave it.
So the dude Spody Face called out the dude Lucky for a fade. The dude Lucky caught wind that the homie Spody Face said something. So this is what he had to say.
And it's been successful. And I thank God for that right there. You know what? There's too much shit going on in the streets for us to be going at it with each other over fucking stupidity. You know what I mean? I'm gonna hold myself accountable for my shit. Hold yourselves accountable for your shit. And let's move forward. With that said, love and respect to everybody, all the supporters. I love you guys, man. It's the holidays. Let's take care of our family. Let's worry about our family. Let's think about what we're gonna do next year. You know what I mean? To pick each other up instead of drag each other down. Shout out to all my dogs right here from Orange County.
So he didn't want that fade. He just said, fuck it. Instead of catching that fade, it'll be better if I just make a public apology. So he made a public apology to the so-called Black Americans, Aboriginal Americans, and he apologized pretty much to Spody Face for calling out that fade.
Let's move forward. With that said, love and respect to everybody, all the supporters. I love you guys, man. It's the holidays. Let's take care of our family. Let's worry about our family. Let's think about what we're gonna do next year. You know what I mean? To pick each other up instead of drag each other down.
No, not Lucky from my panel. Lucky from Hood Stock. He's a La Rasta Southsider from out of California.
Hey, we got enough adversity on the streets. This pop-up right here has been peaceful and it's been successful. And I thank God for that right there. You know what? There's too much shit going on in the streets for us to be going at it with each other over fucking stupidity. You know what I mean? I'm gonna hold myself accountable for my shit. Hold yourselves accountable for your shit. And let's move forward. With that said, love and respect to everybody, all the supporters. I love you guys, man. It's the holidays. Let's take care of our family. Let's worry about our family. Let's think about what.
Nah, Lucky from my panel, that nigga's a bitch. He ain't even nothing. He's a turd. You know what I'm saying? But listen, that's gonna conclude this video here, right here. The point of the matter is, you say something, we say something. You feel me? And if you don't want us to say something, you check your peoples before we even have to, family. And that just is on that. We standing on Aboriginal business. That's delineation and gatekeeping our culture, expressing our lineage, and stepping on these tethers next. It's your brother Aboriginal Power, Chief of the Tether Task Force, and we out of here. Peace and love. Be safe, be aware, stay vigilant, stay dangerous. It's your brother Aboriginal Power, and we out of here. Snakes and the rats and the cops, so I gotta hide it. All on my top, put all of my dick in the stomach, I give it a Heimlich. Really was broke, I come from the bottom of New York, now I need the finest. All of my bitches, they be the finest. All of my diamonds, they be the finest. All of my fabrics, they be the finest. Put on the ladder and came at Skype. All of these VVs, now they blind. I know my
song, but really enticing. Bet on that pussy, just like I'm Tyson. Hit on that pussy, just like it's lightning. Back to that money, I'm not dining. I got a touch for the money like Midas. Out to my hood, I try to unite it. I know the feds, they wanna indict it. Gun on my lap, I come invited. Run over drip, them boys are biting. She love with me, got her excited. She like that nigga, no stones on my ice. And I got a touch for the money like Midas. Out to my hood, I try to unite it. I'm on the block with the snakes and the rest and the cops, so I gotta hide it. Roll on my top, put all of my dick in the stomach, I give it a Heimlich. Really was broke, I come from the bottom of New York, now I need the finest. All of my bitches, they be the finest. All of my diamonds, they be the finest. All of my fabrics, they be the finest. Put on a ladder and came back striking. All these VVs, now they blind. Don't know a song, really enticing. Bought on that pussy, just like I'm Tyson. Hit on that pussy, just like I'm lightning. Best of that money, I'm not dying. I got a tough for the money like Midas. I got a tough for the money like Midas. I got a tough for that money like Midas. All of my bitches, they be the finest. All of my diamonds, they be the finest. All of my fabrics, they be the finest. They be the finest.
Shout out to Lou Ever Grassroots, Brother Bobby, and Reginald Jones for supporting the channel. Shout out to Lou Ever, Bobby, and Reginald Jones. Man, appreciate y'all for supporting the channel. I just caught wind of it late last minute. I do appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building. Be safe, be aware, stay vigilant. It's your boy, Aboriginal Power, man. Y'all know the vibes.